Mr. Patterson, faculty, and fellow students. The importance of is a very broad topic that can be used for almost anything when you think about it, because in my life there are so many people and things that are important to me. My family, friends, sports, and school stand out. When it comes to choosing what is most important to me, it was surprisingly simple. Today, I want to talk about the importance of grandparents. When you go on Google and search what the definition of grandparents is, it is a parent of one father or mother. On paper, grandparents sound like boring people you want nothing to do with. But in reality, grandparents are people you want holding your hand through your life story. Grandparents are people that you can always count on no matter what, and that will always love you to the end of time. Grandparents are those people whose goal is to spread love and kindness to the world and make you feel as if you're the most special person. Sometimes, our grandparents can be with us as much as we would like, but I promise you this does not lessen their love in the slightest bit. Even if your grandparents can't be there every step of the way, they still love you and will do anything for you. Growing up, I only got to meet 3 out of my 4 grandparents. My dad's mom passed away due to breast cancer before I was born, but I don't go a day without thinking about her positive spark she made on my family, and as she's told me, my dad. My dad's mom, or as I like to call her, Nan, was a beautiful person inside and out. Even though I've never met her, I've heard countless stories about her raising her kids and stories from my cousin who did get to meet her. They tell me how she would always have a smile on her face and would always be trying to make some people smile. So my Nana has taught me to even when times are hard, you always have to put a smile on your face. I know that we never had a chance to meet, but her love and smile would always have brought warmth to my life every day. My dad's dad was one of the happiest, brightest men I have ever met in my entire life. He would have always been ready to crack a joke at any moment, but was also ready to correct you on your grammar. Something I admire about my granddad is his eagerness for adventure. When he was 70, my granddad took the road to San Diego. This was a 500-mile trail that he did over the course of 5 years. Every spring and fall, he would travel to Spain and do it in small pieces. My granddad also loved to sail. Sailing was his home away from home. Every summer, he would take me and my dad out sailing on a sailboat, and I would learn some things about how great of a man he truly was. My granddad was an adventurous and also very social man. My granddad also loved to have good conversation with someone, even if it was just for a couple minutes. He loved to go to go to parties, and have a good time. Even with all that, the one thing I admire about him is that his love for everyone and everything. He would always have a helping hand for you no matter what the situation was, or the circumstances. He did not care because he was just such a loving man. When I was 11, I sadly lost my grandfather due to dementia after battling it for too long. Even when he was very sick and struggled to remember our names, the man still loved me and my sister so much. He loves everyone to the fullest and proves to everyone that there is so much love to share. Even though I get to know my dad's parents as much as I always wished, I still love them to the moon and back and would know that every day they are with me holding my hand through life. My mom's parents are very much still alive, and I've been so lucky to spend countless years with them, learning so many things. My grandmother on my mom's side hates being called grandmother, so we call her Gita. Gita is a woman who knows what she wants and is not afraid to tell you. Growing up, I learned countless things from her, like how to bake, shop, and correct posture. This last one is especially important. Gina may be the most social person I know. Every time she comes over, she starts to share how she would love to play bridge or golf, followed by countless dinners. But along with all this, Gina is someone you can always count on to have your back every step of the way. She will always be there for all her grandchildren, watching them grow up into amazing people. Gita always has a smile and a good outfit on and be ready to party. Gita is a role model, and if I was to take anything from her, it would be her confidence and her fear of nothing. Even though all my grandparents have had a major impact on my life, I'd have to say that my mom's dad has been my biggest role model while growing up. My grandfather grew up in a small town in Indiana and was an all-American football player. He was getting recruited to schools left and right and could have gone to almost any college due to his football skills. Instead, my grandfather chose to go to Air Force Academy, where he played football and later served in the Vietnam War. My grandma's most humble, outgoing, happy man I ever met, and is a very proud Air Force fan. For the past couple of years, he has taken his 2 daughters, his wife, and his 6 grandchildren to the Air Force Navy game, and has even taken us to the Air Force Base in Colorado, where I've never seen a bigger smile on his face. This man has taught me, though, even though life is about us, you can't tell yourself bad things. Every day, my grandfather wakes up and looks at himself in the mirror and says, I get better looking every day, or let's have a great day. He has taught me and his five other grandchildren to tell themselves positive things, and he promises these positive things will reflect back on our lives. My grandfather not only tells himself to have positive energy, but he also brings positive energy. My grandfather and grandmother have 6 grandchildren who they love more than life itself. I would call us very close cousins, and one of them I call my best friend. My grandfather has taught each one of us to have a positive attitude no matter what the circumstances are. My grandfather might be the brightest, happiest man to ever live, and I cherish every moment I have with him. I saw a quote by an anonymous reader that said, "Grandparents hold our hands just for a little while, but our hearts forever." I think this quote is very powerful and sums up exactly what a grandparent is. As I said in the beginning, some people don't know their grandparents or their grandparents as well as they wish, or not as present. Grandparents are the support we need in our lives to get us through tough times. No matter where they are in life, they can put a smile on our face and make you one of the happiest people. To all grandparents, I don't know if you know how much a major impact you've made on our lives as being your grandchildren, but I thank you and for all your love and support. Your importance will be remembered. Thank you.